I mean, let's see. We will see what happens, right? I don't know about y'all, but I'm about to lactate over here. Just saying. You're welcome. Just checking. No.
I'm here too, just driving.
Okay, I think he's just kind of edging us for the moment.
A kinky bastard. I hope this delay isn't because she chickened out.
I was wondering.
Oh, come on, what a tease.
Right?
Oh my god, potato playboy, come on. This is somehow my fault.
Or mine, you roped me into it.
I did. I appreciate your support in this trying time.
Okay, now I feel like that shirt you got with the bra in it. That sounds amazing. That I almost want one.
Ah, the She-Bird top.
Is that what
She-Bird,
that
if you're
is?
watching this, sponsor me or something because your tops make my boobs feel like they're being held by a cloud. Thank you.
What a testimonial. Or a breastimonial, however you take that.
Oh, it is a breastimonial. Yes, hard boiled. Thank you, sir.
Great minds think alike, Burns.
Okay, come on, potato playboy. What the hell is going on here? Yes, keep all eggs away from Wally. If you leave your eggs around Wally, they will be impregnated.
feel like Wally just had to cross the state line and bam, you know.
Not even. He just has to like look in your direction, and all of a sudden you're having quadruplets, and you got to take him to court for child support. Has Demon commented over there?
Nope, not that I've seen.
Where the hell is he? Sorry, guys. This is my first day.
Bingo.
There he is.
In the when I was setting it up, I put in 8:15 instead of 8:30. But anyway, I'm here. Welcome everybody. So we are. I am here myself. I think I had this all. Okay, sorted. Anyway, so we're here for a chat about everything that's been going on. I think it's about time that we kind of got it all put to bed. I've got Miss Mandy here with me. Welcome, Miss Mandy.
Hey.
And thank you so much for agreeing to come on with a view to kind of getting some of this stuff sorted out.
Absolutely.
So just for anybody who's watching who doesn't know the background or whatever about yourself and Adam, because I suppose most of this kind of stems from all of that. Can you, and actually, yeah, that's a really good point. Sorry, real quick. For everybody in the side chat, I just ask everybody, you know, I'm okay with people sharing their views and everything, but just be respectful in doing so, if you wouldn't mind. And for mods and stuff, if somebody disagrees with you or whatever, don't time anybody out. Just ignore things that you don't like, basically. So anyway, if you wanted to, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to give a brief bit of background and stuff like that, if you'd like to kind of explain your connection to everything and how this all came about.
Okay. Not sure how this drama and not everything came about, but we met in this community, and I was a producer, content creator, and he was a medium-sized content creator. We met a while back, and started.
She means she sunk her claws into him.
Dated for a while, broke up a couple months ago, and
right, all this drama. A man is dead.
We had an internet
she was just
relationship.
saying they broke up 2 weeks ago. What the fuck?
Like that.
Okay, so and then obviously with everything that happened when when he ended up in hospital and subsequently passed away, and then following that, that's where all of this stuff started coming out from. Like I obviously had known that you guys were in some kind of a relationship, but I wasn't, too involved in anything or didn't have any prior knowledge of it. Really, just like I knew it was going on, but I didn't know how deep it was or whatever. That was, between yourselves or whatever.
Right.
So that brings us to some of the things that have been kind of coming out over the past couple of weeks. Stuff that I've been sent, stuff that you'd been sent, comments about particular things that happened or didn't happen. And, obviously I've presented my side of it already. You've presented what you responded to the other night. And now it's kind of like, this is the opportunity to actually talk about these individual things, in a calm way, and just to explain what's right and what's not, because I think people need to know. I think it's only fair.
Yeah, but I do want to say I'm very sorry for what happened in Discord the other night. I got upset. I haven't been sleeping well because of everything, and I let my emotions get to me. I do that
too. I go off the handle as well. Like it happens. It's I'm kind of known for it at times, but so anyway, I suppose to kick things off, there's a few different screenshots and stuff that I've been given over the past couple of weeks and have kind of verified and all the rest of it. And there's a little bit to go through, but I suppose we'll start off. One of the ones that came up that I found to be, actually, when I first saw it, it didn't really strike me as problematic at all. And then when I actually went out to see him, that's when I was kind of thinking about, hold on a sec, I didn't see the evidence of this at the time. And then obviously his mom had said some stuff about it last night. I'll bring it up on the screen now. So it's this one here. So I've sent these screenshots of messages from you. So I think the bottom one is the older one, and the second one is the follow-up message. So that one says, Adam is in brain surgery right now.
Okay.
And then the follow-up was, it went well and he's showing better brain activity. So can you explain where that came from?
Absolutely, yes. And I have a couple of screenshots to go with this, I think. I couldn't get logged into my Facebook Messenger on this computer. I'm sorry. But I had talked to his sister.
Excuses.
That, he was having surgery to relieve some pressure on the brain, but that I took that and ran with it. So that is on me completely. I called that brain surgery, and that was wrong of me to call that brain surgery.
And so, like you're welcome to share anything that you feel, backs anything up or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, she called it going into we got to go into surgery. She called it something different than that.
He went for a brain scan and had surgery on his abdomen, you dumb clam.
I think this is it here. It's ready for you to pull up.
I see it, Dana.
I think that's it. Forgive me if they're out of order.
She couldn't get into her Facebook. This is a Facebook message.
Oh, here, let me see if I can zoom in.
She just gave an excuse to not show it live. Oh, I can't get in. Here's the screenshots.
Maybe that will help a little. Nope, it didn't. Okay.
The TLDR is her vile online behavior has led multiple men to consider suicide, and recently her online ex-boyfriend did commit suicide.
Does that help or no?
I actually can't really see them. It's a bit. Actually, hold on.
Did you really edit them all together? Oh my god!
On my screen. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. So are these in order or?
From left to right. The right one's not supposed to be there.
The far right one. That's okay. And so where are we looking at here?
Far left. Next 24 hours will be critical. To see if he pulls through, but he's very ill. I think she called it going into, I wish I could remember what they call it over there. It wasn't going into surgery, but
so
I missed the call from her. She asked if she could call and said yes, and we spoke. That's where she explained that he was on a ventilator.
So it said there he has a lot of his bowel removed. So if he does pull through, then he'll be in hospital for a long time. He's currently on a ventilator and will be for some time. Thank you for your prayers. So did she call you at this point?
She did. I missed her call, and I called her back.
It's just I'm not seeing the return call there anywhere.
She didn't screenshot that part because she's a lying sack of shit.
We talked for I don't know how long. We talked for a while, about 45 minutes or so, where she explained everything that was going on. At that point, she told me that it was an overdose, not to tell anyone.
With brain because her brain is shit.
I did tell you in confidence that it was an overdose. I think the family shared with you that you could share that.
That's right.
He went back to surgery yesterday, which went well. He's still on life support, but at this time he's stable.
So no more updates. He's still stable. So
sorry, this is still very, very difficult to read.
Oh, no, don't you say cry, you fucking cunt.
Exactly, I totally
don't
understand.
you dare.
So I guess the the phone call, the return phone call not being there kind of raises questions there.
I just can't get into my Facebook Messenger. I'm sorry. I tried to log in too many times and it says that I'm locked out now.
Kind of convenient.
For 24 hours.
So just to kind of to look at that a little bit. So
oh, sorry, I'll log back into it. My bad.
Oh no, you're all good. I'm just gonna bring up his mom's message that says, "Hi Mandy, this," and we'll refer back to this a couple of times, and you can let us know, what you think on that. This is Adam's mom, Lynn. Even though this is an extremely upsetting time for me and my family, you leave no option but to ask some questions. Could you tell me when we invited you to come to the hospital and then uninvited you, because I cannot recall having any such conversation. We'll get to all that here in a minute. So number 2, there was no time when Adam was in hospital that he was having brain surgery, and
right, that was wrong to speak up on my part to say that.
Okay. And as for my conversation with her yesterday, she said that the only conversation between all of you had been mostly with his sister and all through text.
No, it wasn't all through text. We had 2 conversations on voice.
So could you just share your one there again, if you don't mind?
Let me pull it up here and see if I can show you the return phone call.
It's because she can only show screenshots. She won't live show it because she can't fucking edit it.
It was a video chat. Can you see where we had a video chat right there? There's her name. There's the video chat.
And was it how many minutes? 19 minutes, is that?
Yes, it is.
Oh, alrighty. Yeah, that's grand. Okay. So are you saying it was during that video chat that she said about the brain surgery, or what you took to be brain surgery?
Pressure? Yeah, and I that's on me that I took that and ran with that, and I am sorry.
Okay. Oh no, but that's fair enough, and that's what this is all for, so that we can get to the bottom of everything and get that all kind of squared away.
And I haven't gotten that message from Linda. I don't have any message from Linda. I do have a message from his sister.
She said earlier in her Discord that message was
from
fake.
Adam's account.
Yeah, so the message from his account was from his mom.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just trying to remember which one is which. Okay, so this one here, so this conversation, it says, be sure I would have been there holding his hand when he passed. They asked me to come. So who asked you to come?
I don't remember saying that, but apparently I did.
Oh my God, was she a fucking politician?
So the response was, did they really? That's so sweet of them. And then you said that you were together for 2 years and that you didn't have a passport.
My passport is expired. I have one. It's just expired.
Gotcha. And then they said that sucks. The only thing holding me back was paper. And then that's fine. So that was the first one. And then for some reason these are saved out of order, but I'll get back to where I need to be. I suppose I'll just kind of figure it out as I go here. But one of them, you had said to another person that you'd spent your last couple of bucks on a plane ticket to get out of there. To get out there. This was the second part. This was the second part here. So it says, that's terrible. Did his fam try to help you get a passport? They sounded pretty supportive. No, they were really poor. So did you approach them?
I meant to say are. I meant to say are because they are.
Okay.
Oh my fucking God.
Sorry, you said, so did you approach them about a passport or anything, or is that just you were telling that person that?
No, they are really poor. They are. They don't have a lot of money. They live, in a single wide in a
Mandy, you
No,
live
but
in
I
a
guess
fucking
what I'm
Holiday
asking
home.
is,
oh my god.
I guess what I'm asking is, had you approached them about getting a passport or anything?
no. I had no
Okay,
reason.
okay, no, I was just clearing up because I wasn't sure whether that person was whether the response was that you didn't ask them or that they couldn't because they didn't have the money. That's the only thing I was trying to find out. That so then this part is quite important. So it says at least you realize you couldn't go before you booked a flight, and then they asked when did his family turn on you, and you said they never did, and you were saying that, or sorry, the person responded to you saying you said they are telling me to kill myself. I thought you meant Adam's family, and then you confirmed you said Shiz's people.
Yes. For days.
And now I understand you mentioned that you didn't want to talk about her because of, well, I'll let you explain it because I don't want to put words in your mouth, obviously. So
I really can't talk about it for legal reasons.
okay. Okay, I think this was the next one. All right, so so somebody messaged you saying, I've been thinking of you today. I hope your flight goes smoothly. What flight would that have been? That was on the 18th of January.
Yeah, I've been looking for this conversation. I can't find this conversation, oddly enough. And why would I book a flight if my passport is expired?
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. I think a lot of people have sent us stuff back and forth that are both altered.
So are you suggesting that this is altered?
I'm just saying, I think people have sent us both things that are altered and thrown together.
So this one came directly from the person. I certainly didn't alter it, but if that's the case, that would indicate that this person was the one that actually altered it.
I can't find this conversation at all.
Okay. So when I saw the screen share of this conversation live on Discord, I don't see a way that could be altered. Now, it might be a case that you just can't find it on your end. Like if you were to go into Discord right now and look up this person, would you be able to find it?
I couldn't find where I've had a private conversation with this person. I've talked to her live in chats many times. Like
yeah, she mentioned that actually. Yeah,
live streams many times.
So the response here says the family just told me I was not to come. And then they said, what the fuck? And then you said, I'm just absolutely crushed. And then the response is, this is not right. He needs people who care about him. I don't understand how they could deny him this. And then the response is, I don't know. They told me I am the ex. I shouldn't be there, but they would keep me updated. And then we've only been broken up 2 weeks.
That's all true. 2 weeks is not accurate.
So this would have been back on the 18th of January. So that would have put the breakup date at about kind of the first week of January.
No, it was more like September. October. Something like that.
Okay. And so what is your contention on this then? Do you think this is fake or altered or whatever?
All I'm saying is I can't find this conversation.
Okay. And do you have any recollection of the conversation or?
No.
Okay.
I think she's a sweet person from what I've talked to her.
Oh, fuck you, Mandy. Fuck you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't stand this bitch.
Okay, so again, this was on the 15th. Said, I'm sorry I missed your stream. It was 4 a.m. here. I was still sleeping. I'm not sure what's going on with you and Adam, but have you heard from him in the last day or so? He made a post on Discord that seemed to hint at maybe being in a suicidal headspace. Then you said, I can't get a hold of him either. I have tried. Several people have reached out to me. She said, okay, thanks. I'll keep trying. How are you doing? Sorry, are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And then on the 16th.
Can you slow down? I'm sorry. Just
oh, sorry. My apologies. So on the 16th, it shows you here saying they are pulling him off life support.
doesn't even make any sense for me to say.
Duh, no shit. That's why
Well,
you're getting
Did
called
you say
out.
it or?
Well, if I don't remember the conversation, Demon, why would I?
No, I
admit
know,
to that?
but like if you think back to
The
you know
16th. That was just
the
3 days.
16th of January, yeah.
No,
So are
Like-
we talking this is fake or this is
I'm telling you, I don't.
like would you be willing in the interest of, and you can say no if you want to, I can't force you, but would you be willing in the interest of transparency to go on your Discord right now and look for this person's name in private chats and see if you can find it?
I want to bury this. That's what I want to do.
And this is the way for, like, if we can find the receipts from your end, because from everything I've seen, and I am thorough, everything I've seen is that this is absolutely a real conversation.
Okay. Well, I don't have any record of it.
So are you able
This
to
is
get
so
into your Discord right now
infuriating.
and search it?
I'm not pulling my Discord up on
No, you don't
Shoot,
have to put it
I've
on the
done it on
screen, but
live
if you go
stream. If you don't have
and
shit to hide, pull your shit up.
because I
type it
don't
in.
want to pull up other messages. Let me see.
So can I just ask,
Oh,
like,
oh,
prior
oh,
to
Go
oh
ahead.
sorry, my apologies.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say prior to January the 15th, 2024, other than voice calls, have you ever had contact with this person or?
Yeah, we've talked in his stream a bunch of times.
What about on Discord or whatever?
Private chats. I don't have
Yeah.
any record of a private chat with her.
Okay. So if you search it on Discord,
Let me
you're
do
not
that
gonna. Yeah.
again.
Is the first message here was from the 23rd of the 10th, 2023.
She's terrible at everything, including lying.
Here.
And the person in the side chat there just said that she's Australian as well, so it's Australian time on her messages.
Yeah, she's in the chat. What are you gonna do now, Mandy? Mind you, the person that sent these to Demon had gone into his
Okay,
voice chat and
pretty sure.
live scrolled
And I
through
don't
all the
want
messages
to
to show it's real.
throw anything out
So-
there, but I'm pretty sure this was his current girlfriend. If I'm
His which?
Oh,
correct.
fuck off.
This was his current girlfriend, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not.
I haven't got a clue, honestly.
Okay.
This is infuriating.
Yes.
So I do have a conversation with her.
Okay, good.
And I searched for this
Look at how
before the
red-
stream and I could not find it.
She's pissed.
That's all. I'm like, personally, I'm useless with Discord, so I definitely feel that. I remember this being live scrolled in calls and stuff like that. That's how I know, as far as I could see, that it was real. But I understand if you couldn't find it. But have you been able to find it now, or?
Yes, I've got it. I'm not
Okay.
pulling it up, however.
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, I
will you
have it. I
accept
just
that
can't show it.
What I'm showing you here is legit.
Apparently.
Okay, cool. So
And
because this was a big
She just said
thing,
she's looking
the
at
whole
it and
life
she still
support
can't admit
side
it's
of
real.
things. So where did that come from?
well, his sister told me in that call that they were debating doing that. And
That's
They
not
were
fucking true.
discussing that as an option, pulling him off life support. She did not say they were doing it. She did say they were
Okay.
discussing it as an option.
They
Because
didn't.
now, just to clarify for anybody who doesn't know, how it all works and stuff. I'm not in the UK, obviously. I'm in Ireland, but in the United Kingdom, the family doesn't have a say.
I didn't
It's
know
the
that.
doctors that make those decisions, and that's why I'm kind of confused about why they would be discussing it. Well, obviously, it could come up in conversation, but as for them having the power to actually talk about, being the ones to make a decision to pull the plug or whatever, that's not how it works in the UK. It also is not how it works here in Ireland. I know in the States it's obviously a bit different. But in any event,
She
so you're saying
did
that
say
it
they were
was-
discussing that as an option.
So when you say that, can I just ask for clarification on that? Do you mean that like it was one of many options like that? So just to give an example,
Yes.
if she was to say something like, they're saying he might get better, they're saying he might need, long-term care, they're saying he might need to stay on life support, they're saying he might have to be taken off life support. So like just in like that kind of a scenario where they give.
I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
She's lying. Demon's not being hard enough on her, and it's making
All
me
right.
frustrated.
So following from that, the next message was from you saying, so this morning his kidneys have shut completely down, which I can confirm was absolutely true. So if he were to make it, which that's not likely, he would have to be on dialysis for the rest of his life. And that may well be true. I spoke to them at that same time, and that was much the same information that I had, that they just didn't know how he was going to be following, the surgeries and stuff. And then she said, that's awful. I really hope they try to save him. Now, this is the part that I know that Adam's mom particularly took offense to. And
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why did you take this drama to the family during this
I
really
didn't.
bad time?
I didn't.
They
I
saw
didn't
it,
actually
you dumb
take it to the
clam.
family.
Who took it to the family then? Because it was just me and you that had contact with them.
Yeah, but everybody was aware of everything that was going on. So, for example, I was sent this screenshot. So
Yeah.
obviously you had been talking to people about his situation, and a lot of people took issue with what was going on.
Mhm.
And it was brought to me,
Mm.
and it was his mom called me about it. And there's a lot of people who confirm this in the side chat who I've been speaking to, can confirm that I wanted to keep this as far away from his family as possible. So last night was the first conversation I ever had with his mother about all of this. I didn't even know she was aware. She actually was more aware than I had known. So I didn't bring it to them. They contacted me about it.
They never contacted me about it before last night.
I can't speak
Who
to that. I
fucking
don't have
cares?
any, you know what I mean? I don't know what any of that was about. But in any event, they're aware of it
Skipping
now
right
anyway.
past that drama part, huh?
Let's just keep it civil now, okay? I'm trying to answer your questions
I'm
too.
keeping it civil. I just think that's
take a deep breath.
horrible.
I've directly explained to you exactly how it worked. You obviously have a different view of it. You can take what I say as truth or not. That's fine by me.
Directly
You asked me a question.
How what worked? I'm sorry.
I literally just told you I don't know the ins and outs of how they got all the information. That's it's as simple as that. I don't know.
Okay.
And all I can tell you is that I was contacted by his mom last night. We had a lengthy discussion about it. She had a lot of questions and she had a lot of comments. And that's all I can tell you.
And
honestly, so there's no deflecting. I'm not trying to skip past anything. And in fairness, I was already asking you this question before you asked me about that. But I still answered it, and that's the answer I have for you. And it's up to yourself if you want to accept it. I totally get that.
okay.
So just back to the life support thing. So Shisha said, that's awful. I really hope they try to save him. And then you responded, honestly, I do too. But his mom is pushing to pull him off life support. So if you could just explain that part to us.
Okay. Sister said that his mom was his full-time carer, and this was going to be a large burden on her as she was fully disabled herself. and that it was going to be a tough decision for her, and that it was going to be uh, just a very hard thing to decide to keep him on life support. And ultimately, they did pull him off life support.
Well, can I ask where you got that information from? That last bit that you just said.
I honestly don't
She's
remember the
lying.
conversation, so I'm really muddling my
No,
way
but
through it.
I'm sorry. What I meant was what you just said, like right now, that ultimately they pulled him off life support. Where did that information come from?
Well, like you said, you've been told lots of things in the community, so have I. My friends,
Okay.
family.
That doesn't make it true, obviously. That's why we're here. I'm just wondering where you heard it from.
So you're saying
Um,
it's not true?
I never said that. I'm only asking you where you heard it from. That's all. And just the thing that's still confusing me about that conversation is, well, first of all, I was told directly by the family that that conversation, in the way you're describing it, didn't happen. That there was no conversation about life support other than he's on life support and that he might require it for longer. The other thing that confuses me about that conversation is that in the United Kingdom, the family don't have a decision about whether or not to pull somebody off life support. That solely rests with the doctors, and then the family can fight it and take it to court.
Stupid clam.
But it's not a decision that the family have. The family can't just turn around and say, "Okay, switch it off."
The family does it, but Adam does, right?
Not if
He
he's
wouldn't be awake,
incapacitated. No, he does not.
dumbass. Ah.
So they didn't talk to him about it?
Didn't talk to who about it
Adam.
while he was on life support.
Yeah.
How do you talk to somebody who's on life support?
Because he was awake for a while.
He wasn't on life support when he was awake. Can I ask you, do you have some information that I don't? Like, for example, do you have information that he told them that he wanted to be taken off life support?
I heard that, yes.
From who?
And can I ask
Can
you
I
what
show you a
sources.
screenshot? No.
Absolutely. You can show me whatever you'd
I
like.
said, can I? No.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking me if you could. My apologies.
No,
I just misunderstood what you're saying. So that still, even though you say, let's say for argument's sake, I'm not saying that he did or didn't. Let's say he did say that, right? Whilst in a coma somehow.
No, not in a coma. While
Okay,
he
well
was
then when he was
awake.
awake.
Come on.
Okay, even while he was awake, all right? That's not what you said here, though. What you said is his mom is pushing to pull him off
Nothing
life
worse than a
support.
fibbing clam.
And not to mention, back on the 16th of January, he was still in a coma. Like completely in a coma.
They slowly pulled him off on the 16th.
No, they lowered his medication to see how he'd react, but he hadn't woken up and wasn't verbal until the day I was there. Or a couple of days before I was there. So certainly not on the 16th. He was completely in a coma on the 16th still. And the 15th, since it happened, basically. So there was absolutely no way that he could have told them this on that day.
It happened
So I think
on...
whatever information you were given was incorrect because it physically wouldn't be possible.
Okay.
So let's just confirm. So what day did he go into hospital? Can you recall? I'm really bad with dates.
I think it was the 15th.
Okay. So if he was in a coma on the 15th, then he definitely was in a coma on the 16th at the very least, because he didn't wake up for weeks.
Okay.
And so can you just show your screenshot again, if you'd be so kind? The one about where you had the conversation with his sister. Oh, sorry. I think you showed it on your phone, the time and date of that.
No, I mean, it's showing that she lies
chat was
and then
on
she
the
can't lie
15th.
her way out of it and she's getting frustrated. We're going to watch her rage quit like she did in the voice chat.
I'll just bring it up. Big screen.
The
there so
clam
you can
before
see.
the storm.
So it was on the 15th of 4:51 p.m. your time.
Yes.
Okay. And so the time on the
Whose message
chats
is that?
here So from the original,
What's this
sorry, the
there?
previous one. Oh, you can put it down now if you like. So it's 4:30. Sorry, what was the time? I can't see it properly there.
Let me see.
She still has not put a sheet on that fucking bed either,
4:51
and it's
p.m.
irking me.
On the 15th.
Yes.
Okay. And that call lasted for how long, did you say?
13 minutes. I'm sorry, 18 minutes.
Okay. And so the messages here, so this shows as 9:16 p.m. on the 16th, so it'd be the following day. The time difference, what time
She
is
is
it where
going
you are now?
culturally.
Just coming up to 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 3 minutes before 4.
Let me just check. So I don't know what part of Australia.
Their mattresses are a pet peeve
anyone
of mine.
will say East Coast most likely.
Same.
Just to get an idea of what
It
the
was
time
lovely.
difference is. So it's 8 a.m. there. And what time is it where you are, did you say? 4 p.m. So what's the time
Which
difference
screams
there?
bed bugs.
Mathematic geniuses help me out here in the side chat. Perfect man for it. PhD Tony is literally a mathematics genius. That was ultimate timing there. What's the time difference? So I can't even remember what state you're in. That's why I'm confused at the times. So it's 4 there. So if it's 4 o'clock there and it's 8 o'clock there, that's a difference of 16 hours. So the time that you had that phone call was, what was it again? Did you say?
4:51 p.m.
So let's call it, for argument's sake, let's call it 5 p.m. Add 16 hours to that. It brings you to, let me see, 5 a.m. Will be 12 hours. And another 4 hours would bring it up to about 9 a.m. Her time. So from the time that you called, sorry, that she called you to now was about roughly 12 hours, just so that we can clarify for everybody what the kind of time frame was.
So it's
Don't
the
jinx
Okay,
16th
so
for her.
yeah, so it would have been the evening of the 16th for her. Okay, so that's the first part of that. So they're pulling him off life support, and so then you were saying about that his mom is pushing to pull him off life support. Then she responded, dialysis would suck, but it's better than death. I can't understand how his mom would want to do that. My kids are my entire world, and I would fight with everything I have to save them. And then your response was, I agree with you completely, but she said his quality of life would be bad and that he would be in worse pain than he already is, and that she doesn't think he could handle it. And then you said, when I get to the hospital, they're going to call and put the phone on speaker. Which hospital was that you were going to?
Actually,
They
funny
wouldn't
you
I think
say
you were
that.
muted there.
Mandy and Kaiser
sorry, they
used
wouldn't
to
release the
talk
hospital to me.
before he got with Kimmy.
Okay. So when you said,
you know
when
what I
I get
mean.
to the hospital, they're going to call and put the phone on speaker?
I don't.
Which hospital? No, but I mean, why I was confused about this was I was trying to figure out if what you meant was that you wouldn't be able to go to the hospital, so they put the phone on speaker and let me talk to him. He's showing brain activity, so they think he can hear what they're saying, so hopefully he'll hear me. So on the 16th, I don't believe he had a brain scan yet.
Okay,
I think that was, if I'm
Okay,
not mistaken,
you
it was
fucking
like the
lied.
day
You tried
after,
to
or the day
grift off
after
of
that
him.
even.
Mm-hmm.
So where did the information about the brain activity come from?
I don't know anything about that.
Where you said it in, I showed the previous screenshot where you said that, sorry, I'll just move us around a little bit there. So he is showing brain activity, so they think he can hear what they're saying, so hopefully he'll hear me.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that, again, no, that was so 11 p.m. on the 16th with a 16-hour difference. So he took ill on the 15th, morning of the 15th, correct?
Right. Like I said, I don't even remember this conversation. So I've had so many conversations with so many people about so many
I have
things.
no doubt. I am the same.
As I'm sure
no
you
doubt.
have.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. However, I think something as important as the brain surgery, brain activity thing would stick out in my mind, to be honest.
Well, I told you
like I
about the
just
brain
wonder.
surgery thing.
I get that, but we've addressed that side of it, but the brain activity side, because that's a pretty succinct statement. He's showing brain activity, so they think he can hear what they're saying.
Right.
So hopefully he'll hear me.
Right. And they said that, you know, he had something like 30 meters of necrotic bowel
This is
removed
cringe.
or something
She's
like
failing
that.
so
Brain
miserably.
activity was fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Really muddling my way through a conversation I don't remember having. So
That's all right. That's all right. It's a good thing we have the screenshots that might jog your memory a little bit. She says, I really hope they don't take him off. Okay. I really hope they don't take him off life support. And then you said, I'm pretty sure they're going to.
yes.
And can I ask what that was based on, or
Based on how bad he seemed to be. He was
Let's make another
ventilated.
fake fucking email.
Yeah. He was ventilated.
No, you said
had,
they keep saying.
Already been in.
God, I wish Irish Demon would check his fucking text.
In surgery for removing bowel, that much bowel. Kidneys were bad. It sounded really bad to me.
So I suppose that kind of brings back to what his mom said about from her side of it. So she said, why would you say that his mom, was pushing to turn off his life support? Did I or the hospital tell you that? No. So you're saying that his sister said that?
No, I've already responded to this.
No, about the life support, you just said that she said it in the phone call, no?
No, I said that his sister said that his that was an option they were looking at.
See, what I would say about that, though, right, is it's a big jump from this is an option, because of course that might happen that somebody needs to be pulled off life support. It seems like a bit of a jump from this is an option to
or go on the street.
I'm pretty sure they're going to pull
if
him off life support, and even worse, that his mom was pushing to get him pulled off life support. It just seems like a massive jump from this could happen, or it could be one of the options, to this is something that I, as clearly it would appear here, an authority on this subject and saying is true.
You like, an authority on the subject of life support?
No, you an authority of the subject of the evident conversation about life support, because you've said here.
Are you the authority on medical?
I'm going to ask you about this one now. It says they keep saying that's what they're leaning towards over and over and over, like they're looking for my support, and I'm not giving it.
I was thinking the same.
Saying would indicate that this is something that's been said more than once, and literally following that over and over and over. So did that happen in that 1 13-minute conversation, or?
Oh, thank you, Potato.
It was said once in that conversation that this was an option they were leaning towards.
But in the UK, it's not.
So I don't know how many decided by a doctor.
No, I get
unless
what
the
you said.
Brain dead.
Well, then I need to challenge what you said, because literally your words here are they keep saying that that's what they're leaning towards, and over and over and over again. So that to me would indicate that they must have said it more than once.
Okay.
And like just so you're fully aware, like I'm obviously a good friend.
Eat your lies,
now
Mandy. Eat them up like Klondike bars.
So if I was to ask her, do you know what I mean? Like, do you think that she would agree that this is what was said? I'm not going to. I'm not going to call her. I
sure hope so.
Like, they have enough on their plate. I'm not going to call her about it. But I'm just asking, like, what you meant by they keep saying it, and that they've said it over and over and over again. They, as well as the other side, that like.
No, I've only spoke to his sister. Now I've spoke to his mom many times, just not about this subject. Yeah,
and she confirmed that too. So I guess the question is still out there. They keep saying would indicate, that this is something that they've said multiple times, and the over and over and over really drives that home. And that's why I'm wondering, did she say it multiple times during that conversation, or?
And I've answered that.
No, you didn't.
Respectfully, you haven't though.
They
Unless I missed
indicated-
something, I'm sorry.
They indicated that this was an option that they were looking at
I
because of his quality of
absolutely.
life.
Sure,
But you
sure, but that
you
doesn't
made a
answer why
quantity
you
there when you
they
said
keep
keep.
saying it and over and over and over, like
Oh,
they're
the
looking for your
qualifier,
support,
dumb
and you're
bitch.
not giving it.
I don't know what's confusing about my statement here.
Well, the fact that you're telling me that she said it once, okay, and that's fine. So she said it to you during the call that this is an option. That's totally fine. I accept that if that's what you're saying. Whether I believe it or not is immaterial. That's what you've stated as fact. But also here in the message, you're saying that she said it over, or they said it. Sorry, they keep saying that that's what they're leaning towards over and over and over again. So what your words are here indicates that you're telling this person that they have told you this multiple times, as if they're trying to push for it, because you said that his mom's pushing for it, and then you said they keep saying it over and over and over again.
Don't give
So
her
that
new
would
rumors
indicate that
to
there's
start,
multiple
dude.
times that this has been said, or that this is
Waffle
something
stomping
that's
is
being
in.
pushed. Did you feel like it was something that was being pushed?
I feel like it was something that they were strongly considering.
Because they mentioned it once?
Well, they don't have a choice. Just to clarify that.
They did not tell me that they did not have a choice. But not that they
Right.
had to tell me, but
Right. And I suppose, so yeah, I guess basically it's just leaving that
I
question
knew
out
someone
there.
was going to be like, I fixed
Why
the
you just
spelling
say
and
that
she
they
brought it up
keep
anyway.
saying
I
it
got
over
you.
and over and over again. If you've just said that they just said it once. Do you get me? It's just
Well,
it's
sorry about
Okay,
that,
yeah, they
Adam,
just
but
said
I don't
that.
let bad people do bad things without hearing my bullshit.
So yeah, we've established that, but why did you say that they keep saying it over and over and over again?
Demon, I don't even remember this conversation. I don't know how many times to kind of say that though.
It's in front of you.
No, but I'm saying you
don't have to
remember,
remember the conversation.
specifically that she said it once during that 13-minute call.
Yes, I do.
Sure. And so you accept that is that the only time that you've talked to her about it?
About the life support.
Right.
Yes.
During that 13-minute call.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. We've established that. That's fine. The problem still remains that here it looks like you're trying to tell this person that his family were pushing for it over and over and over again, which to me would indicate that you heard it multiple times from the same person.
I'm aware of what you're saying.
Okay. But
Are
you
you
just
aware
have
of
no
what I'm
answer?
saying, that I don't remember this conversation at all? So
Sure.
it's hard for
But I
me to
suppose-
agree to something that I
Fair
can't
enough.
even
Remember
find the
which
record of.
lies I told this time?
Yeah, fair enough. But I thought you just said that you did find the record of it.
I found a
sorry.
record that I've spoke to her.
I'm
I
sorry, but a
didn't say
minute
I
ago
found a
asked you
record
to-
of this conversation.
I asked you that a
Haven't
minute
even-
ago and you said you
haven't.
did.
I said I found a record that I've spoke to her.
She's like one of those
I haven't had a
politicians
chance
that
to
loses
dig through it
with
to
their
find a
nuts.
record of this conversation or not.
It should be quick enough if you want to just scroll back to the 16th of January.
I remember me telling you that I had a doctor's
If you're not
appointment, but I've
lying,
only
you
got
don't have to remember
20
the
more minutes, so-
conversation.
What you could do, if you want to just do a quick scroll, you'll see it and then you'll have the answer for yourself.
Right? You heard about it?
Do you know what I mean? It'll just put that to bed. You know what I'm saying? And then we can address the rest of it.
Oh God, she's off camera. Uh-oh. Oh boy.
She's gonna slice an onion.
She's gonna say she like lost service in her house on her computer.
I'm just trying to find the one about the.
I love the smears.
phone
Can you
call.
hear me?
Sorry,
Dave?
the flight, the tickets, buying tickets for a flight. I must have
Again, if
forgotten to
you're
put
not
that one on my
lying,
list, but
then
I'll-
you don't have
while you're looking
to
for that there, I'll
remember
do the
specific
same on my end and
conversations
just try
to
to find the
remember the
right one.
context. Very simple.
So
just to make sure that I've got all
Kaiser
my
does that
not the
shit
same
too.
person. I'm sorry that I found a record for her. So no, I don't have a record of speaking with this same person. It's Sheena. I'm sorry.
Okay. But can I ask you this then, based on that?
Yes,
Because
yes,
a minute ago you did say, and completely disconnected from the record, that you do recall speaking to this person.
Oh yeah, I've spoke to Shisha several times in live chats.
And just to clarify as well, a few minutes ago, when you thought that you had found the conversation, and I pointed out a few of your comments.
I
Just one
said
second.
found her. Yeah.
Yeah, that you'd found it. And I pointed out a couple of these questions, these points on this screenshot. You accepted them, that they were true, that you did send those messages. Okay. So
No,
we can.
no. And not that I sent the messages.
Sorry,
not that I sent the
so
messages.
I guess.
That
All right. So sorry. Continue. My apologies.
That I may know the answer, that I may have said that or something like that.
Okay. So I suppose the only options there really in that respect is that either you just can't find them for whatever reason and it did happen, or you can't find them and it didn't happen, and that these are fake. They're the only kind of, do you know what I mean? They're the only feasible options that I can see in this scenario. Do you believe that these are fake, or?
I can't answer that right now. I would really have to do some digging, which I did try to do beforehand.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'm going to just find this other screenshot because it was kind of important. Just in that same conversation.
Can you go back one?
Back to where?
All the screenshots and her
Here?
family are in my Discord
No.
under the Miss Mandy
Go
channel.
back one.
I'll
This
drop
one?
a link.
Maybe. No.
I'm just going to ask for if the person that sent the screenshot about the flights and spending the last few pennies on the flights, if you could resend that to me, I'd really appreciate it. I can't seem to find it here. I know I have it somewhere, but there was one, and I'd rather bring it up on the screen to ask you about it. Something about you. Sorry?
Go ahead.
Something about you saying that you'd booked a flight, that you'd spent your last few pennies on it.
I wouldn't book a flight. My passport's expired.
So why would you say that you did?
To whom?
That's what I'm trying to find right now. I'm sure they'll send it to me if they're watching, of course. But yeah, something about the last few pennies. It might take me a second here to find it, but I'll find that.
Discord's just the easiest way right now to post evidence and stuff. It's always worth giving it a shot. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, you know what? I'll leave that for now. We can come back to that if we have time. So moving on from that, so there was a lot of drama around the PayPal situation. Now I shared.
Log into my PayPal?
I don't mind if you do or not. So I had, and I won't say his name because I promised I wouldn't. But if it becomes an issue,
to be noted, you can archive payments.
I had somebody send a
PayPal
$3 donation through. I think he did it through Stream Elements.
Here, can I share my screen? I'll log into my PayPal live.
By all means.
Andy, I have more viewers on a last-minute live that I'm barely even on than you have laughing at videos while coordinating your psychotic bullshit.
This is
just wanted to note that.
And no jump scares.
Activity.
And do you only have one PayPal?
I only have one PayPal. No matter what anybody says about me having 10 or 15 PayPals, I have one, and you'll see.
Which one does your family send money to?
What about
already sent me a $3
I don't know if anybody
PayPal
can
as a test to make sure it went through.
Sure.
TLDR, she's a liar.
I'm just wondering if anybody in the side chat can fill me in, because I don't use Stream Elements. How do payouts from Stream Elements work? Is it only PayPal, or is there other options? Because it did come through Stream Elements, So are you able to pull up your stream elements and check on that day?
Sure. I'll pull up my stream elements.
Leo.
That's what you're.
Because I don't know how the payouts work on stream elements. I don't know if it's just PayPal or. I can't really see that. Hold on, let me just zoom in there as best I can anyway. I'm just trying to remember what date it was. I have it here on my phone.
Why doesn't StreamYard let me click you? Okay. This is live. They're doing this right now.
Let me just double check. So it was on the 17th of January.
Okay. I'm not great at Stream Element, so bear with me for just a minute.
You're a fucking esteemed producer, ma'am. Get your shit together.
Search by the 17th of January.
I think you just went past it there. Oh, that's 2023.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing this is all live recorded so we can see how much you're grifting and not claiming to disability while living off your husband. That's weird.
SE Pay, maybe?
Sorry.
Just above that one on the left there, SE Pay. I would imagine. I say I don't use Stream. I think I have one, but I've never actually really used it. So, that's a different thing altogether.
Bro, I'm saying I'm doing something wrong. I guess.
Back to the activity feed, maybe, or look, revenue history there. That should be it. Up another little bit.
Where do you see revenue history?
See where it
revenue
says,
history. Yeah, okay.
There we go. So what date were we saying? So the 17th of January.
All right.
If you just want to scroll down even.
January 17th, search. I have absolutely nothing on January 17th.
You're very welcome, dear.
Okay, so is that Miss Mandy 777?
That's Miss Mandy Reacts, which is Miss Mandy 777. It's the same thing. I changed it from Miss Mandy 777 to Miss Mandy Reacts.
When was that?
I changed it about 2 months ago.
Okay. Is there any way to check a transaction ID there? Can you see that anywhere? Because it was straight through the link from your page, so it couldn't have gone to anybody else essentially.
I don't see a place to check a transaction ID. Let me see if there's a place to check an amount. Username, they probably don't want to give their name.
I don't think they have a username because it was paid via PayPal.
Let's see, the 17th through the 17th. No, wait, that's 117. 117 through 117, search. See, there's no results found.
Oh, well, the other thing it could be is because of the time difference.
Okay. So let's do one. Let's
try
just
from like the 15th.
Let's do the 15th through the 18th.
The 19th.
Let's just go through the 19th. Okay, fine.
Okay. Is that loading or is there?
No, I hit search. There's just nothing. I just didn't get it. I'm not. I sent him money a lot.
Okay, on that topic, actually, that's a good segue there. I received some information about, and I have screenshots and stuff there as well. You're welcome to see them too. About you guys supposedly renting a place in, where was it, Virginia or something like that?
Well, I was going to rent a place in Virginia, and
sorry, I'm really sorry to interrupt you. I just thought of something. Just on back to the tip list there again.
Okay.
Can you just go out of that to where it's just like the regular list, if you'd be so kind?
Sure.
I don't know how to do that now.
I don't really either. Let me see. Let's just clear it.
It is weaponized incompetence. I'm stealing that. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
So,
Artie's corporate fiction.
All right, do me a favor. So, Artie's corporate fiction one, just go over to the right, all the way to the right, the other right. Yeah. So you could delete that.
Yeah.
Can you have a look the top right-hand corner where there's 3 little buttons?
Mm-hmm.
Just click on that for me if you don't mind. Okay, no, I was just wanting to see if there was a way of having a look at the deleted ones. I don't know if somebody knows how to do that. Just in case.
What
you know what I mean? I just want to
export
cover all of this.
CSV mean? Do you know what that
I
means?
have not got a clue, I'm afraid. I'm guessing.
Do you think I'm like hoarding $3? And I'm not being snarky. I'm like,
not at all.
It's not about the money. It's about whether or not you're lying about it.
I don't think it's about the actual amount of money. That's not the problem here at all. The issue is just about the honesty side of things. That's what we were just trying to ascertain.
Because
somebody said check if there's a spam folder. I don't know if there's a spam folder. Is there? I wouldn't think so.
Same.
Or might be in the income report, maybe.
Personal business tax number.
If after all this she ends up showing that she fucking deleted it, I'm gonna fucking cackle like a witch.
No. All right. So anyway, you were talking about that house that you were looking at renting.
Yes, but Dan never got back with me. I messaged him several times, even though he claims in his recent live streams that he did get back to me, or that they called me, and I just never answered the phone. I had no reason to not do that. I wanted that place.
Did you receive any money from Adam for that?
No.
Yes, you fucking did. Oh, bitch. Bring up the screenshot.
So I got that same screenshot that had a message from him suggesting that he had.
Had sent me money for the place?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Or was at least intending to.
That's just why I mentioned it. Can I drop it in Discord now?
No.
Okay.
I think I did earlier, actually. Oops. I beat myself to the punch.
He wasn't looking at coming out for years.
That's not true. He did a live stream about it,
man. I don't know what you guys were talking about. Okay. So
just 1 second, please.
Sure.
Didn't he do a stream raising money to move to the U.S. with her?
6 minutes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I apologize. I had a pre-scheduled doctor's appointment.
Did you not do a stream about him moving to the U.S. with you?
No. Stream about him moving to the U.S. with me?
Or no, sorry, he did. I think he did a stream about it.
About fundraising to Virginia.
I can't remember. I just do recall a stream about it. Right, let me just have a quick look.
Yeah, it raised no money.
But it shows it wasn't
or if it did, he told me it didn't.
Okay. So you're saying he never sent you any money or anything like that?
Is that legit?
No, I can show.
I hope the family got back into it.
Look here now. So then there was the whole thing about the live stream that you set up on his channel after we'd found out that he'd passed.
Yes.
So we were all asking you to take that down. The reason for that was because we didn't want. I know you did, and we didn't want his family to get a notification to say his channel was going live when they knew nothing about it. So
it was a live that was never going to happen. It was just meant as like a makeshift community post.
I got you, but a half an hour before we go live, get a notification to say that he's going to go live in a half an hour. But in any event, during that time you took it down and apologized for any hurt that would be caused and everything. And I remember saying it to you that I appreciate that. But later you made a claim that he gave you permission to do that.
He did.
When did he give you permission?
6 months or so ago.
Okay. And why did you not mention that when you were being asked about it that time?
Why was that relevant?
Because everybody was asking you to take it down, and I just feel like it would have been something if you
I took it down immediately.
No, I know you did. But I feel like it would have been something that you could have, maybe said, this is what he wanted or whatever. I'm just wondering.
I did say this is what he wanted.
Not at the time you didn't. Or that you had gotten permission from him or anything like that. One of the...
Okay, I absolutely did say this is what he wanted.
one of the other screenshots.
This is not
he
the
had
end.
given
That
me
bitch wanted to pop off about my
admin
kids.
that
It's not the end.
he
She
wanted
wanted
me
my
to do a
attention for
community
years. She's
post.
got it now.
But I didn't have the access to do a community post. So I did that like a makeshift community post, and I set it way.
She's
like,
literally
days
currently
in the
saying
future.
that she didn't have the ability.
I
She
can just
didn't
ask
have
you
the
as well about
login, but
your
you're saying because she
January
had the login,
on
she could do
Stream
it.
Elements.
Make
So
that
you
make
made
sense,
absolutely nothing
Paul.
in January
Co-partner for
in
this
super
evil
chats or
cunt. Go
donations or
ahead.
bids or any of that stuff.
Well,
Wait
I
till he
just
shows the
did a couple
screenshots
days in
of
January.
her
Let me take a
after
look.
Limey said he was suicidal, her talking,
Just wondering because I
saying
just
to go
wanted
after him.
Okay,
Come on.
let me take a
clarify
look.
that.
History. I don't make a lot in Stream Elements. I have a jump scare, so people like to.
No, you
to jump
conveniently
scare
have
me,
none
so
for January, but
let's
every
see.
other month has some. That's fucking weird, Mandy.
First,
Real weird.
January.
Could it be you got more than one and didn't know which one to delete?
No, I made absolutely nothing in January. Nope, that's not true.
Paul, she's literally saying that she doesn't have the login. She won't get the
two
login
things
to
in
her
January.
the family because she doesn't have
Both
it.
on the
So why
13th.
are you saying that she
Would you like
has
to see?
it?
No, that's okay.
Weird.
That's all right.
Are you saying she's
Did you say they were on
lying
the 13th?
when she says she doesn't have it? Are you calling Mandy a liar,
One on
Paul?
the 13th.
That's not very nice.
From Epiphanies.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll get
just-
screenshots like voice
just
chats and her
for-
messaging people.
Sure.
I feel like I should show.
There we go.
Epiphanies from Vane. And that's and there's one from January 10th. I'm sorry, Lisa Peters.
Okay, cool. I'm struggling to find this the one about the flight. I don't know where that's gone. I know I had it, but I'm trying to find it here. So do you have absolutely no recollection of telling somebody that you spent your last pennies on a flight that day?
Last pennies on a flight? I don't know.
I just recalled those words particularly. Let me see here now. I think I have it. Do I?
God, it's 4:30.
I suppose in the meantime,
Shit like this makes me understand how
any
college
questions
dudes
for me?
punch holes in fucking sheetrock.
I have one.
Jesus Christ.
Go for it.
I asked you for one thing during your rebuttal stream to me, one of many, to show your PayPal. Why wouldn't you do it?
Because it's nobody's business what's in my PayPal.
Okay, can I pull up a screenshot real quick?
Yeah, by all means, please do.
Okay. Let me get it.
She's trying to have a gotcha moment.
Can I just ask,
Demon.
is this something we've already talked about, or?
It's not, no.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, sorry.
Just give me one quick sec there. You could just let me know whenever you're ready. I'll try to pull it up as quick as I can.
Okay, sorry. I've
That's
got so many tabs open right now.
So many tabs, so little evidence.
Okay. All right. There's the first one. All right.
Just watch, Paul. Just watch. I don't know why you insist on constantly aligning yourself with less than stellar
got it there?
humans, but just watch. Be open to information.
I might need to get you to zoom in on it there, just because my vision isn't great and my screen isn't great. So let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just clearing something else off my own screen here now.
You want to read it?
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you scroll to the is that the, yeah, you feel free to read it if you like.
I feel like I'm being used. I've sent you hundreds of dollars. And I feel like you only reply when it's about money. You told me it was money to fix your car, but you said on stream the other night your car is broken. No, not being used. I just had some issues with money and all this stuff happened. I had to pay some bills is all. I'm working on getting the car sorted as we speak. Okay, I understand now. Thank you for letting me know what happened with that Western Union transfer that I sent, Mr. I thought that was a donation to the channel. No, man, it was for blank. Feel like you're taking us for a ride. Promise not. That was mistaken. Let me pull up the second one.
Please do, yeah. Sorry, was that supposed to be for me or?
Yeah, that was.
Gotcha. To who?
They want to remain anonymous.
Gotcha. And did the person who received these messages, was that the person that sent them to you? Can I just ask that?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Again, my eyes are terrible, so I'll let you go for
No,
it.
it was for McOnion, which I don't know what that means. Maybe you do.
Oh, I'm afraid
I feel like
not.
you're taking us for a ride. I promise I'm not. Was just mistaken. Dude, I sent you blank. I blanked that out for you, by the way.
Oh, you blanked it out for me?
That's a lot, what you're doing. Maybe Miss Mandy.
If I was him, I'd bring up my Discord and go through the messages.
Right. Oh, so sorry. Can I just clarify? So you blanked out the dollar amount for me?
Yeah, because it's nobody's business.
Okay. All right. Can I just ask you what do you think the benefit of sharing that is?
I asked you for one thing, and you've asked me for a bunch. Why won't you share your PayPal?
Respectfully, you were the one that came out making all the claims. So I asked you to back those up.
Why won't you share your PayPal?
I already told you I don't think it's anybody's business. But
all this donation money went to your PayPal.
Sure. Again, can you just clarify what good bringing that up was? I'm open to hearing.
Did you use any of Adam's money to fix your car and your other bills?
No. So can I just
why won't you show?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show something, all right? But before I do, so two things you've just said. One of them is that you received this from the person.
Didn't she have a doctor's appointment like 20 minutes ago?
You received this directly from the person that I was supposed to have spoken to on those messages. Is that right?
No, I misunderstood that question. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say who I received it from because
hopefully unlike
these other people, I'm not going to out this person.
Okay. Because that seems to be a common theme, that you misunderstand things that you seem to be very confident about.
This whole thing was supposed to be to bury the hatchet.
Absolutely. And you brought this up, so I'm going to respond to it for you. My pleasure. Now, you also just said that you blocked out the dollar value for my benefit.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate that. Let me get this up myself here because I actually happen to have the exact same screenshots. So I will get those for you.
I had to have a hard out by 4:30, so I've got like 2 minutes.
Okay, I will get these up because I think it's only fair. Because in fairness, you have brought this into evidence. All right, let me just say this, right? Would you be willing to say what the dollar amount was?
No.
And that's just to protect me, is it?
I'm just trying to not be a douchebag.
I hope it said like $20 and she looks like a cunt.
I'm not a jerk.
Okay, what if I told you that those messages to me and from me were actually from my fiance?
Okay.
So the dollar amount that you blocked out was the word anus.
Oh my God.
I'm not really sure what you were trying to prove.
Oh my God.
What I've proven is that it seems that you will go to no ends to try to make somebody look bad with an attempt to make yourself look good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Let's just be honest with each other, right? And we're going to try to finish this off in a smooth way. I don't want this to be a shout match or whatever.
I'm not going to shout at
you. Said a lot of things. No, but I mean, I don't want it to turn out like it did yesterday. That's not what you know what I mean? I don't want that. You said, and that's good. I appreciate that. You said a lot of things over the past few weeks that I've shown evidence of that you say either you don't recall, or one minute you do and then you don't, or you, like, for example, you couldn't answer about the over and over and over again thing. And that was a big one for everybody, because the claim that you were making to these people in messages was that his mom was pushing to have him taken off life support. That's a big deal. And as I said to you earlier, if there's a reason, something that we don't know about, for you to have said those things, then let us know.
Dude,
because
so
we have nothing to go on other than you saying you don't remember these things. And
just
like, not only would I have to be lying, but everybody that sent me screenshots would have to be lying. And then to add to that, his sister and his mom, who are, honest to God, two of the sweetest people I've ever met, would also have to be lying.
They definitely are. They're very, very sweet people.
But then you're telling us essentially that they're lying.
I'm not saying that they're lying now.
If you want my honest to God belief on this and what exactly I think happened, I think that behind the scenes you were saying all these things. Now, some people might say that you were grifting for money.
Fatality.
The thing that led me to think that maybe that was true was, and I'm really pissed that I can't find the screenshot, was the one about saying that you were getting a flight out there, that you'd spent your last money on that flight, and then that person wishing you that you have a good flight, and then you telling them that the family wouldn't allow you to come out there. You never mentioned it to that person.
I got no money for this at all. No.
I'm not saying that you did. I'm not saying that you did. It's just people. No, I literally didn't. I just said that it seems like you were trying to.
No, I got no money for this at all. If I would have gotten one penny, I would have refunded it. It wasn't on me to get money for this.
Okay. And so my whole point in this is it's my view. And look, I'm not going to blow my own trumpet here or anything. I've been doing this kind of thing a long time. Spent a lot of time in courts. I know how evidence works. I know how to get to the bottom of things. I've interrogated people before as part of my job. I don't ask questions that I don't know.
You did such a great job pedo busting.
She's gonna get super defensive. Harry,
and I don't understand why you're trying to deflect. I'm not trying to, like, what.
Oh no, what happened?
This is for you to show us
maybe lots of anxiety in this, and people seem to. Maybe I said some dumb shit I shouldn't have said, and for that I'm very sorry.
And that's all that anybody's asking for.
Lack of sleep, the lack of
because it has caused
food and taking care of myself. Okay, and it's caused a lot of hurt and pain, and for that I'm so sorry.
Can I ask I'm so sorry. And I hate for anybody to
don't
even
bring
have
up
to
my family. If you do that, I'm dropping.
I promise you I would never do that. Right? I had nothing to do with all that stuff. I'm staying away from it. But can you imagine a position that his mother's in right now? Okay, it's unimaginable, the pain that she's going through right now.
Yeah, I don't want
and then to have you telling people that she was pushing to have him taken off life support.
I wasn't telling people that he was pushing to. I swear to God, I don't remember that conversation.
I have multiple screenshots of it. You know what I mean? Like,
you have one screenshot of it, and
I have screenshots.
If I said that, I'm very sorry. Because
but in fairness, you even qualified what you said. Because when I pushed you on it, you said that, oh, his sister did tell me these things, and that's why I said it.
I said his sister said that they were looking at that as an option. And I've said that over and over and over. And I'm now 10 minutes late leaving. I do have to go. But look, I have no ill will towards you at all. I respect you as a content creator.
It hasn't seemed like that for the past couple of weeks, Mandy.
Well, it hasn't seemed like you respect me at all either.
Because I don't.
Okay, well, thank
under
you.
any circumstances.
I appreciate
because
that very
look
much.
what you've done, and you've come on here and you have lied to everybody again, Mandy.
Okay, I haven't.
You're fucking usual.
No, I'm not. I have said that they're not lying. I have said that they're good, honest people.
Well,
I've said that they don't have
she
much
almost
money.
was the Kimmy Wrangler.
I don't have much money, so I get it.
The messages that she sent to me outlining where you were wrong and what you said, is she just mistaken about everything?
I explained that the best I could. That's all I know to say. And so this was supposed to be a stream to bury the hatchet. I should have known that I couldn't take you at your word again. So
this isn't a woe is me thing, Mandy. You had every
no, it's not at all. I fucked up bad. I don't know what else to say to that.
And all I think people would want you to say at this point, and all I would want you to say at this point, is to just come clean. Because we all know,
I did already. I said I was sorry and that I fucked up bad. That I said a lot of shit I shouldn't have said.
Sure, I appreciate that. But of all the things I've shown you tonight, you had an answer why everything was wrong. And in fairness,
not everything was wrong. No, I shouldn't have said that about the brain surgery. I took a lot of freedoms with that, and I shouldn't have said that. And I took freedoms with a lot of things, and I shouldn't have done that. And I fucked up bad, and I'm sorry. But that's all I can really say at this point.
So you're not willing to accept that for whatever reason that may be, and you just gave a few examples.
Look,
like
I've apologized multiple times to you, but you don't want to accept that, so I don't really know what to say to you at this point.
Of course I do, Mandy, but I want to get through whatever this barrier is to the full truth. Okay, it's like I'm sorry for this. I
have to go. I'm going to be late. I have.
Can I just ask you really quickly? Minutes. Just last thing, I promise. Last thing. Just of all the things I said tonight, right, or the vast majority of it, it is abundantly clear to everybody that you were lying about these things. Are you willing to accept that you were lying about all these things?
No, not all these things.
Apologies without changed behavior are just manipulation.
Most of them, or just the one thing?
What one thing are you talking about?
Well, you were saying about the brain surgery thing. I accept that you may have been mistaken. That's totally fine. But the one that still sticks out for everybody, the most painful one for me and for his family, is the one about the coming off the life support. And the fact, the one thing that's catching me the most is that you said that they said it over and over and over again.
Okay, they did not say it over and over and over again. I just remember one time.
Excellent. But why did you say that they had then? And that they were pushing for it and trying to push you to agree to it?
I don't remember saying they were pushing me to agree to it.
I just showed it to you.
I know you did. But I don't remember saying it. I'm not going to agree to something that I don't remember doing. Would you?
If I saw the evidence in front of me, I'd accept that I said it, and I would probably try to figure out why I would have said it.
I'm going to be late. I'm sorry, but
you take care. Well, that went about as well as I thought it would. I'm very sorry for anybody who maybe for a little while there thought that those messages were real. It was just a little idea I had earlier today. I could not believe when she said that she had covered that for my benefit, because she's such a good lady, that she covered that for my benefit. Did you see my face when she said that? I was like, really?
I was hoping you just bring up the messages live.
And then when I put it up, like you know what was funny about that? So I asked her outright, did you receive these messages, the redacted version of these, from the person that they were allegedly sent to by me? And she said yes, very firmly, yes. Until I said,
Discord, if anyone wants to tag her with $sign anus,
and then she probably thought to herself, oh shit. And then, oh, I was mistaken once again. And thank you, according to Isa. You fucking legend. You nailed that, girl. You nailed it. So I do have the screenshots of the whole conversation of these being sent to Mandy. And this wasn't meant to be done as a joke or anything necessarily. It just happened to be funny. The whole point of it was just to show that she would lie. I forgot to fucking cross out the McCunyon part. Yeah. So for anybody who
she was
is
so
wondering
dumb
about
she
what she
thought it
was
was
saying
some
about
Irish
any
thing.
kind of donations or anything like that, we did a cash out of some of the money from the GoFundMe, and some of the stuff from that is still in there. So we'll cash that out when I go over there, or I can send it. We just haven't talked about it because the last time we did a cash out was, I think it was like the day, or either the day before he passed or the day before that. It was one or the other. And then literally after he passed away, the last thing I wanted to be doing was going to them and being like, here's some money. It's just a matter of timing. It's a matter of just being respectful on it, you know? Yeah, so I have somebody here in the side chat that's kind of overseeing all of that and making sure that that's all legit or whatever. My goal is when I do go out there, I'd like to give it to them personally if possible. We also spoke briefly, myself and his mother, you know, following his passing, just about that laptop. So when I went over the last time, my good friend Stephen here in the side chat, I just mentioned it, I think in passing.
Oh my God, they're already in Mandy's Discord calling this a lynching.
Sorry, that Adam's laptop had been stolen or whatever. And straight away, Stephen from iFuse Networks, who helps me with all of my electronics and gives the best prices on everything, contacted me. And he was like, dude, I'm going to send a laptop to the hotel you're staying in London. You can give it to him for me. I'll have it fully loaded with everything. So I brought that to him. I gave it to him on the day. He was really excited about it. I spoke to his mom the other day. She asked me if I'd like to have his editing keyboard. And I was like, that would actually be a lovely thing. It wouldn't probably be something I would use. It'd be something that I would put up in the background there or whatever. Yeah, so then we spoke. She was like, you know, would you like to have the laptop back or whatever? And I was like, no, you know, if any of you guys would like to use it or whatever, you're more than welcome to it. And then we came up with the idea of maybe raffling it off or doing like a competition for it on a live stream or whatever, so that we could help make, you know, a few extra bucks, because, you know, obviously this next few months are probably going to be extremely expensive and difficult. I would ask people not to super chat any donations because it gets really, really messy. I've been trying my best to kind of jot it all down and work it out. It just gets really, really messy. So anything coming in on the side chat there for the channel, I appreciate. But if you intend it to go to his family, please put it in the GoFundMe or PayPal. You can do that too if you prefer. It's a bit quicker for me to get it to them, but I think I would actually prefer the GoFundMe. It's just a little bit easier because it's been tricky. Because I use my PayPal a lot for little things in and out and what have you. So anyway, yeah, that was a shit show of epic proportions. I mean, I tried to be direct. I didn't become abusive. I tried to stop her from deflecting as much as possible. Like this whole thing about me bringing it to the family, that's literally not the way this went down. This all got back to his mom and his sister through a totally different route. And it was her that reached out to me because I didn't want to be calling them talking about YouTube drama. And I think for the most part, they didn't really care about the YouTube drama, except for that one thing about the taking off life support thing and pushing for it. I mean, at first it was, oh, I found it. So like, what, did it just magically now disappear when you're being pushed on it? I mean, come on, man. It's quite ridiculous. So yeah, in the side chat, you know, because obviously I wasn't really looking at the side chat a whole lot. I was trying to kind of stay on top of the conversation as best I could. I wasn't going to let her gish gallop. I asked her, did she have anything to ask me? Because I knew that she was going to bring up that screenshot. And I made sure that that I was aiming towards that, and she brought that up. It's all she's got, really. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was the anus thing. I just had to, because I was thinking, like, if I put a number value
the
in
dollar
there,
sign makes it.
I was arguing over $3,
was great.
and it had nothing to do with the amount of money. It was all to do with the whole idea that she would withhold that money. And honestly, like, that was a big deal at the time, but as time went by, that stopped being a big deal because of the whole situation with his family contacting about that kind of stuff. It was unbelievable. I mean, I had to be careful about how I worded things, because if I was going to go down the route of just like shouting and roaring me like, you're fucking lying, blah, 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 we would have gotten nowhere. Because in fairness, if I was being questioned about something, I would be the same, to be honest. If somebody was just shouting, talking over me constantly, I wouldn't respond very well.
Now she goes live, she's going to have to worry about the dollar sign anus.
And yeah, the memory thing was a big thing. So if anybody wants to talk about, or any kind of things that they'd like to bring up about it, because I'll probably watch this back later and be like, fuck, I forgot about that part. And I mean, in fairness, right, let's just be real here, guys. I'm not blowing my own trumpet yet again. She should have known better than this. This wasn't a trick either, as she was trying to make out that it was. When I said to her, this is about burying the hatchet and answering some questions, I meant it. What I didn't mean by that
live
is
right now,
you're going to be able to
Can
just
you
say
check?
whatever you want and I'll accept it. She was not even remotely believable. She was deflective. She was aggressive at times, but I impressed myself, if I do say so, by keeping my cool. I did not have any help with that before a live stream. But I just said, okay, this is for the best, is for me. Because don't get me wrong, I wanted to blow my fucking top there at times. But when it comes to the serious stuff, I don't mess around. She was red as fuck, man. Like, you could see her getting uncomfortable there at times. But you see what I'm saying? Like, across the board, like, she didn't remember the conversations. Then she did. Then she didn't. At first, she said that she'd gotten messages to say that he was having brain surgery. I mean, I don't know what was said in that conversation. It may well have been. Like, I don't know. Maybe his sister did. What I believe, frankly, is, and I haven't spoken to her about this, and I'm not going to either. I'm not going to call her and be like, hey, what was this conversation? I think it's irrelevant at this point, because I think her actions on this live stream, while she was, for the most part, respectable and wasn't nasty or like she was last night, she was at the very least calm for the most part. And she, you know, handled it well, I think. But like, there was times where you could see that she was trying to get nasty. And can I just say, like, we all know Mandy's a Karen, right? Like, we've all seen the videos and the way she freaks out and what have you. One of my favorite things in the world is when a smug, jumped up Karen gets that smug face. Well, I think you'll find. And then I'm like, well, motherfucker, I think you'll find. And you prove them wrong, or you catch them. Like, I'm sorry, whatever, talking about, like, I don't remember this, I don't remember that. Like, it was all half answers.
No, she hasn't for a while.
But I caught her live in a lie right there. And I think that was glorious, if I do say so myself. Can you turn me off that fucking speaker if you don't mind? Yeah, because I could hear myself back, and do you ever see those videos where people try to talk hearing themselves on a loop? And oh, thank you. Did I do good? That was a round of applause. Are you surprised that I held my cool?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I pre-warned you though.
You did, in fairness, and so did my mom, and so did Lucy, and so did my brother, and basically everybody was like, stay calm, because you know how I can get.
I'm very proud of how you held yourself.
Thank you very much. I'm surprised at myself, to be honest, because I knew I knew I was winning the argument. I knew that before I got in here. And I was like, I'm going to lose the argument if I blow up because she'll just fuck off. And that's understandable. I would do the same.
What's your main account? I don't know how to undo it.
Yeah, because Chloe was there when I was doing that whole thing. And I was like, what should I put in as the dollar amount? I was like, I'll put in anus. Just the most outrageous thing ever. And could you fucking believe when she said that she covered that up for my benefit? And I was like, you covered up the dollar amount. She was like, I was like, oh, because you didn't want people to know how many dollars it was.
She's fuming right now.
Your fucking face when the word anus popped up on the screen. Like, I can show you guys where I literally, so she claims that she blocked out the names and blocked out the dollar amount. You saw me doing that this morning. I can even, you know what? I can even show you on my editor where I did that.
Was it according to Isa that sent it?
It was according to Isa that sent it. She was fucking loving it.
I really.
And you know what? And then she chilled herself out in her own live stream so as not to freak Mandy out. What was I gonna say? My favorite thing about Isa's stream the other night was when Mandy was like, "I'm sorry for being late." And she was like, "Fuck off!" Like straight as a fucking like so quick, like "fuck off." Could I have a smoke, please? I don't want to be smoking on stream again. I know that it's not going to become a habit of smoking on stream. I just kind of need it after that. But the very fact, like, I mean, she was deflecting hard, right? And she was putting everything to the side, like, and you know when she's starting to get scared. She starts to get scared. Thank you. Do you have a lighter? Thank you. Oh, what service? She was starting to get scared of what I was going to say, so much so that she started to try to fling shit at me. Like, why did you bring this to the family? And when I tried to flip back and she was like, oh, you're just trying to change the subject. I was like, well, respectfully, you changed the subject right in the middle of a question. You know me. You've seen me question people before. Like, did you hear what she said about me being a failed pedo hunter? I'm like, I actually succeeded really well at that when I did it. And then I was like, this is too much for me. So I stopped it. You guys saw how I questioned those motherfuckers. And that wasn't even my best.
She seemed really confused.
She was very confused.
In general, like,
No.
she just seemed like she didn't know what to say or where to look or what to be doing,
Yeah, like, it was. Yeah, like, it was.
In all honesty, it was really weird.
It just tied it all. Oh my God, it was very unusual behavior. And like, you know what? We were so close at the end there. And I was kind of thinking to myself, Mandy, we've got a chance here now for you to just say, look, you know what? Yeah, I did lie about all that shit. I don't know why the fuck I did it. Even if she did know why she did it and didn't want to share it. She just admitted it and was like, yeah, you know what? I fucked up. I think I need a bit of help. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, go for it. And when she said, I really respect you and I was like, I don't respect you. How could I respect? I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie and say, oh yes, I also respect you. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I didn't say it in a nasty way. She can turn that into a nasty thing if she wants to, but she doesn't respect me. Like, I'd rather somebody be honest about it. You know, and I know a lot of people don't like me, and that's fine. Like, I'm okay with that. But it's the ones that say they do who pretend that they do. Now, she could probably take this clip from this and be like, well, you pretended that you liked me. No, I never fucking pretended I liked you, bitch. I'm sorry. I never did. I never did.
How could you not love me?
I was just honest. And I said to her, like, when she was trying, okay, so I can actually start to tell people a bit of the backstory here anyway, because I'm probably never going to fucking have her on the show again. That goes without saying. So we had a conversation, a deep conversation leading up to this whole thing. And she was demanding this and demanding that. And I was like, look, we can have this conversation. When I ask you something that she wanted to curate the questions. She wanted control over what questions I asked and what I wasn't allowed to ask and blah, 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 blah. And she brought up the thing about, I brought up the thing about Shiz. Like, that email was not from Shiz. Like, who the fuck says, I've got really, like, here's evidence of me saying I'm going to doctor something. Like, who the fuck says that?
I'm pretty sure anybody who does doctor things would know not to specifically say that.
Exactly. And all that aside, right? All that aside, of all the shit that we have, that's like bottom of the barrel. Like, that's not even that big of a deal if that was true. And it's not, Clearly it's not. But if that was true, that's not even that big of a deal compared to, and that's why I said to her, I waited, and guys, it was so fucking hard for me to hold it back when she was showing this and she was like so smug. And I thought, you know what, now I'm gonna push this a bit. I was like, so guys, you might remember because she couldn't see because she was like this typing, and she the loudest fucking clicks I've ever fucking heard, by the way. And she was clicking away, and I was looking at the camera going like laughing my ass off as if saying, you guys, some of you knew. Some of them fucking knew, I guarantee. I told nobody except for Isa. She's the only one that knew about it. You, me, and Isa. I told nobody, not intentionally. It was just spur of the moment, last minute thing that I did. And I could tell, I just know that people in the side chat would think, oh, that fucker's behind that. He's up to something. Because I was like, let me see your evidence, bitch.
As she was talking about it, all I could do, and the only thing I could type was just, ha ha ha.
Yeah. You
ha,
fucking
ha,
moron,
yes.
man. Oh, God almighty, Mandy.
I like the way she waited till the end where she had to conveniently go.
Oh, yeah, of course.
To try and out you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have to finish making dinner, but what an adventure. That was fucking chef's kiss. Oh, wow. What a magical time. But yeah, Mandy, maybe you should do less. Like less lying, less interneting, more lifing, touch tons of grass. Don't even touch it, roll in it like you're on fire, you know what I mean? But you gotta get it together. You're probably not gonna get it together here.
That's right. And today's stream, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by the word anus.
$anus. Whoever has that Cash App is going to be like, why the fuck is my Cash App trending?
Oh my God. Now you make me want to look and see if somebody has that Cash App.
Somebody has to. You're very welcome, Michelle. I love that you're always, you come in here with a very open mind, and I always appreciate that. You too, Jeff. Stop, drop, and roll in the truth. Yes. And no, she needs to roll in reality. I think she needs to focus on her life outside of the computer. Oh no. Wally, if you held that belief, you'd probably have a lot less children. All right, I'm going to go make some tortellinis and some garlic bread. But thank you for joining us for this random restream of Demon. $anus for life, bro. Stay smart and be good, guys. Thank you, Scotto, for the assist while I was picking up the kids.
You are quite welcome.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.